Hello everyone, this is Ahmed, your presenter, and you are watching Feel the English, Feel the Fragrance of Learning. Today, we are going to learn the articulation of speech sounds, phonetics, the articulation of speech sounds. Okay, the articulation of speech sounds, how to articulate speech sounds. Now you have to know at first what is articulation. What is articulation of speech sounds? The word articulation. Articulation is the process of producing speech sounds through the functioning of the organs and systems related to the mechanism of speech sounds. So articulation is the process by which we can produce speech sounds using our speech mechanism systems, that is the respiratory system, the articulatory system, and the phonatory system. So the articulation of speech sounds is the process of mechanism of speech sounds. It's the process of mechanism of speech sounds. How a particular speech sound is processed is called the articulation of that particular speech sounds. Is the mechanism of speech sounds. Articulation is the process of mechanism of speech sound. So in the process of articulations, we have the three systems involved in our body. There are three systems in our body containing different parts of our body that process the articulation of speech sounds. These three systems work together to produce a speech sound, certain speech sound, to produce a particular speech sound. And these three systems you have to know in details. These three systems in the process of speech mechanism in the production of speech sounds are the three systems are the three systems are number one, the respiratory system, the respiratory system, the respiratory system. Okay, then we have number two, then we have the articulatory system, the articulatory system, and number three, the phonatory system, the phonatory system. So these are the three systems that work together in the production of speech sound, in the production of speech sounds. Okay, you have to remember these three systems involved. So first we know the respiratory system. The first one is the respiratory system. The respiratory system consists of the two lungs in our body. The two lungs, the windpipe and the bronchi. Okay, the bronchi. So at first we have the respiratory system, the respiratory system. Okay, respiratory system, the respiratory system. Okay, you can see in the figure we have already drawn the figure. The respiratory system, you can see, this is the respiratory system, consists of the two lungs, okay, either side, in the either side of our chest. The wide pipe, we have the wide pipe, also known as the trachea, okay, through which we breathe in and breathe out, So we have the trachea, okay. What is the problem? Okay, we have the trachea, and the trachea, the wide pipe or the trachea, is later divided into two small pipe, joining the two lungs called bronchi. Bronchi is the plural form, and each one is called bronchus, singular form of bronchi, bronchus. And we have the chest muscle. What is the function of the chest muscle? The function of the chest muscle is nothing but to expand and compress the lungs. Inside the lungs there are numerous, there are hundreds of air cell, okay, airbag. So chest muscle helps in the expansion and compression of the lungs, and this expansion and compression helps in breathing, that is to breathing in and breathing out. Oh, you know well what is breathing in, breathe in and breathe out. Breathing is the process in which we take oxygen gas from the atmosphere. We absorb oxygen gas. That is, we take air inside our lungs. It's known as breathing in or breathing in. And when we release carbon dioxide out of our lungs, from our lungs, created by the body in the process, is called breathing out or breathe out. Okay, breathing out. So when we breathe in, we take air from the atmosphere, and when we breathe out, we release air, that is carbon dioxide, to the atmosphere. What is the gas, oxygen or carbon dioxide? It doesn't matter. But we breathe in, we take the air. We breathe out, we release the air. And breathing in is also known as inspiration. In short, it is called inspiration, and breathing out is called expiration. The importance of the respiratory system is nothing in the process of mechanism of speech sounds, but the most important function of the respiratory system is the breathing out air. That is the expiratory air. We can say expiratory air. So we use air that we breathe out in the mechanism of speech sound. Without the breathing out air that we breathe out, or it's expiratory air. Okay, without the expiratory air we cannot produce speech sound. Most of the speech sounds are produced by the air that we breathe out. It comes out when we try to speak, try to articulate speech sound. The sound comes out to the atmosphere, to the surrounds. Okay, comes out to the environment with the pressure of that air that we breathe out. So thus respiratory system has a great role in the process of producing speech sound. In case of English language, all the speech sounds, we have 44 speech sounds we have already discussed, out of which 24 are consonants and 20 are vowels, and out of 20 vowels there are 12 pure vowels and 8 diphthongs. Pure vowels are also known as monophthongs. Okay, and diphthongs are nothing but the combination of two different diphthongs. Okay, diphthongs are nothing but the combination of two different monophthongs. So we have already discussed about speech sounds, different speech sounds. These speech sounds are largely divided into two categories, that consonants and vowel. Okay. Now in English language, the received pronunciation of English language, all the 44 speech sounds are produced through the air that we breathe out. That is the importance of the expiratory air. Expiratory lung air. Okay, that is the importance of the expiratory lung air. Expiratory lung air. So without the expiratory lung air, we cannot produce a single sound in English language and most of the major languages in the world. There are only a few speech sounds in some languages that need a little amount of inspiratory lung air, but almost all the speech sounds in all the languages, including English basic pronunciation, expiratory lung air is largely used, and without it we cannot produce the speech sound. That is the importance of the respiratory system in the mechanism of speech sound. Okay. Now the second system we have in the process of articulation of speech sound is the second system is the articulatory system. The articulatory system. The articulatory system lies on our inside our mouth, in our head and mouth. Okay, it consists of teeth ridge, roof of the mouth, tongue, uvula, pharynx, etc. So the articulatory system has a great role in the production of speech sounds because it is the final stage of the process of a speech sound, the processing of a speech sound. Okay, in the articulatory system, finally the speech sound processes and it comes out in its final stage, final form, whether it is dental fricatives or other forms of speech sounds. So Second system is we have the articulatory system. Okay, articulatory system, you can see in the figure. This is the figure of articulatory system. In the articulatory system, we have the nasal cavity that is divided into two nostrils later on. Two nostrils, okay. Two nostrils, hole on the nose, nostrils, nasal cavity. We have the oral cavity, okay. Roof of the mouth, you can see roof of the mouth, okay. Oral cavity, nasal cavity, roof of the mouth, okay. Roof of the mouth. These three, and here throat, the pharynx, it is pharynx. These are the parts of our body. These are the parts of our body related to the articulatory system. Okay. The tongue, the teeth, and the roof of the mouth, all these have a great role in the production of speech sound. You can see in detail the articulatory system. Okay. The tongue is basically divided into 6 or 5 sections, basic sections, and the roof of the mouth. The roof of the mouth is also divided into 4 parts, and these parts have a great role in the production of speech sounds. The nature of the speech sound, the type of the speech sounds depend upon these parts, from which part of this articulatory system, that is from the tongue, from which part of the tongue, and from which part of the roof of the mouth the speech sounds has finally have been articulated. It depends, it categorizes the type of the speech sound and the nature of the speech sound, and the feature of the speech sound itself. Okay, the texture of the speech sound itself, it defines, the articulatory system defines the texture, the frequency of the speech sound. What frequency? Its pace, frequency, texture of speech sounds. All these things are defined by the articulatory system. While in the process, in the mechanism of speech sounds, so thus the articulatory system has a great role. Okay, now we will see. So we have the tongue. In the articulatory system, we have the tongue. Okay, we have the tongue. First of all, important, we have the tongue. Okay, we have the roof of the mouth. We have teeth. Okay, so basically these three organs, these three parts of the articulatory system are most important. The tongue is the tongue. Okay, suppose this is tongue. Okay, you have to consider this a tongue. Tongue is basically divided into 5. The foremost part is called the tip of the tongue, tip, T-I-P. Then the next part, nearer closer part, is called the blade of the tongue. Then the next part is the front of the tongue, then the middle or the center of the tongue, and at last the back of the tongue, back of the tongue. Okay, this is the tongue. Okay, and the roof of the mouth. Okay, now the roof of the mouth has also been divided into some parts. Such as, suppose this is the roof of the mouth. Okay, this is the roof of the mouth, and it is the this is nasal cavity. This is nasal cavity. Above the roof of the mouth, we have the nasal cavity that opens in the nostrils. It is the roof of the mouth. You see, roof of the mouth, roof of the mouth. So this roof has been divided into several sections, such as it's mainly divided into 1, 2, 3, and 4 sections. Basically, 4 sections. Okay. The first one is teeth ridge. The second one is hard palate. The third one is soft palate, and the last part is the uvula. Okay, uvula. The first one is teeth ridge, the teeth ridge, and after the teeth ridge, we have the hard body part of the roof. That is why it is called hard palate. Hard palate. Then we have the soft palate, because this part is softer than the hard palate and something fleshy. That is why it is called soft palate. And the last part is uvula. Okay, also known as alveolar. Okay, alveolar ridge, alveolar ridge, or alveolum, alveolum. Okay, in short, alveolum, and also called uvula. It is the tongue-like organ, small, very small organ, and fleshy, hanging on the back of the roof of the mouth. It is fleshy. You can say it a small tongue. You can remember this as small tongue. It is a fleshy organ hanging on the roof of the mouth. It has great contribution, okay, in the production of speech sounds, because it defines the texture of the speech sounds. It has the power. It vibrates, and it makes the texture of the sounds also. Without the function of the uvula, okay, without the function of the uvula, it is impossible to have a proper functioning in the process of speech sounds, mechanism of speech sounds. So this is the articulatory system. So we get the tip of the blade is opposite to the teeth, and teeth ridge. The blade of the tongue is opposite to the teeth ridge, basically. Then we have the front of the tongue is opposite to the hard palate. Okay, hard palate on the roof, and then we have center is opposite to the soft palate, and back of the tongue is opposite to the uvula, alveolum, uvula. Okay, is it clear? So So these things the parts of the tongue and the parts of the roof of the mouth function together in sense of uh, standing opposite to each other. So this is the articulatory system, and finally we have the most important system, that is the phonatory system. Now we have the phonatory system, the phonatory system, the phonatory system. Okay, the phonatory system is the system inside your neck. It is the system of the sound box, that is larynx. We have larynx, and the larynx consists of the two vocal cords and glottis, two vocal cords, and the gap, there is a gap that is known as glottis. Basically glottis and vocal cords make the larynx, that is the sound box, the sound system in you, from which the depth of the sounds is dignified. The sound is produces, the frequency is geared up. Okay, and on the function of the vocal cords, larynx, the function of the larynx, on the basis of the function of the larynx, that is basically the vocal cords, the speech sounds are largely divided into two different categories. One is voiced speech sounds and another is voiceless speech sounds. We will learn in detail which are voiced sounds and which are voiceless speech sounds, depending upon the function of the vocal cords and larynx. Okay, so before going to that, we have to know the figure. So here is the figure. You can see the vocal cords here. You can see the vocal cords. Okay, you can see the vocal cords. Okay, yeah, okay, you can see the vocal cords here. Okay, and the gap between the vocal cords is glottis. Okay, and above this system there is the layer of thyroid gland. Okay, there is the thyroid gland, that releases thyroxine hormone. So vocal cords have a great function in the production of speech sounds. When the breathe out, the expiratory lung air come out of the lung, it touches the vocal cords. In case of certain speech sounds, okay, the vocal cords are continuously pushed closer to each other and wide open and close, open and close in this way. Okay, in rest, actually in rest, when we are not speaking in rest, the vocal cords are wide open, but when we are speaking it is not wide open. But in case of the articulation of certain speech sounds, the vocal cords come close and open, close and open, close and open. The action is going on thus, close and open, and the closing and opening, the rapid closing and opening, opening of the vocal cords make a vibration. Okay, make a vibration, and this vibration we can feel the vibration in the neck when speaking, while articulating a certain speech sounds, we can feel the vibration in the neck. So it creates a vibration, and the texture of the speech sound affected is affected by this vibration. So those certain the sound those speech sounds are called voiced speech sounds. Okay, voiced speech sounds. Okay, in the articulation of which we can feel the vibration in the vocal cords. That is, the vocal cords is not in the quite raised, it is not open, but it is open close, and the action is going on continuous, and the rapid open close, uh, the rapid open close action of the vocal cords makes creates a vibration. Okay, vibration, and it affect the texture of the sound. So you can see it is the okay, vibration mode of the vocal cords. You can see open close mode. Vocal cords are closer to each other. It comes closer and it goes further to each other, and the action is going on, and the vibration is created. So on the basis of the function of the vocal cords, we have the two types of speech sounds. One is voiced speech sounds and voiceless speech sounds. Okay, those speech sounds are voiced speech sounds in which, in the articulation of which speech sounds, uh, the vocal cords are vibrated, that they are the vocal cords move rapidly move close to each other, uh, and open and close. Okay, the vocal cords are opened and closed rapidly, thus vibration is created, and those speech sounds are called voiceless speech sounds. uh, of those, that in the articulation we feel nothing inside our neck, there is no vibration of the vocal cords. Okay, the air just touch the vocal cords, but not in the rush way. Okay, not in the strong way. It just come out of the lung freely without affecting the vocal cords, that is why these speech sounds are called voiceless. Okay, this sounds does not uh, affect the vocal cords actually, and the expiratory lung air come out without affecting the vocal cords. But okay, now okay, I think it is quite clear to you now. Voiceless sounds. Okay, see, this voiceless speech sounds. This voiceless and voiced, okay, speech sounds are basically are the two categories, two types of the consonants basically, and all the vowels are basically voiceless. All the vowels are voiceless, but not all the consonants are voiceless. Some of the basically that there are 9 speech sounds in English which are voiceless. Consonants, speech sounds, consonants, these are voiceless. Right, and 15 speech sounds are voiced from the consonants, and all the vowels are voiceless. So we get voiceless speech sounds. They are pa, pa, ta, and we have ka, Then we have cha. Then we have cha, cha, as in the word cheap. Okay, cheat, as a cheat. Okay, this is cheat. Then we have pha. Pha is the dental fricatives. Pha. Then we have this tha, as in the words three. Okay, we have already discussed this. Three. We have then sa. Okay, sa. We have also the sha, sha, as in the word sheet, sheet, sha, long e, ta, sorry, sha, long e, ta, sheet. Then we have ha, the last one is ha. Okay, so these are the speech sounds which are voiceless, voiceless. Pa, ta, ka, cha, sha, tha. Okay, sa, sha, ha. Sa, sha, ha. These are voiceless speech sounds. So we get a total of 9 voiceless speech sounds. Pa, ta, ka, ka, cha, fa, tha, sa, sha, 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 and ha, ha, ha. Now we have voiced, okay, voiced speech sounds, which are voiced and voiceless. We have already learned. Now voiced, okay, which are voiced speech sounds, we'll see. Number one, we have ba, ba. When we say ba, we have to pay more energy. We have to spend more energy while articulating ba, 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 ba. There is a huge vibration in the vocal cords. You can feel yourself ba. Da, 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 da. Some are more vibrating, some are less vibrating, but vibrating. Then we have ga. Okay. Then we have z, z, z. Okay. We have ma, ma, ma. You can feel the vibration inside your neck. In the vocal cords, you can feel while pronouncing these speech sounds. Na and ma, na, ang. bha, bha, va, da, and z, z, z. Then we have z, s, s, s. La, la, la. Then we have r, r, r. Fad, rest, rest. Fad, rare, roast. Okay, so you can feel the vibration while pronouncing the r, r, r. And we have number 14 is ya, ya, as the word yes, yes, yes. You can feel the, okay, you can feel the vibration. And number 15, the last voiced consonant speech sounds, it is oh, oh, okay, oh. Okay, so these are voiced space sounds, that is consonants. Many consonants are divided into voiced and voiceless. All the vowels are voiceless. There is no vibration while pronouncing vowels. Suppose E, 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 huh? A, O, O, I, ow, ear, etc. Sometimes though effect, it is very less effective on the vocal cords. So they are considered as voiceless. Okay, thank you for watching. Have a nice day. If you have learned something about the phonetics, that is the articulation of speech sounds, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you are new to the channel, share with your friends more and more. What you can do, at least you can share the video. I appreciate our hard work, and like the video. And if you have any query, please comment on the comment below in the comment section, and visit our channel for other videos related to English literature, poem analysis, short literary biography, and linguistics. Visit our channel Feel the English, www.youtube.com/Feel the English, and subscribe and press the bell icon to get the regular notification. If you don't want regular notification, you can ignore the bell icon. It's your choice, but please don't unsubscribe after subscribing the channel, because we are doing so hard work, and it will be disappoint. We will be disappointed. Okay, so please don't forget to support our work. Thank you once again for watching the video. Keep having with us, giving your valuable time. Have a nice day. Bye bye. See you next.